Viktor Gyökeres to Arsenal, £70 million deal nears completion as number 9 shirt sparks exit hint for Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal are on the verge of completing one of the most significant striker signings in the club's modern history, as Viktor Gyökeres closes in on a £70 million move from Sporting CP. The Swedish striker, who has been on Arsenal's radar since long before the 2024 summer transfer window even opened, is now within touching distance of becoming Mikel Arteta's long-awaited number 9, and the implications of this deal go far beyond just the front line. Arsenal's pursuit of a natural centre-forward has been one of the most drawn-out sagas in recent memory, spanning multiple windows, countless names, and plenty of frustration. But now, with talks with Sporting CP reaching advanced stages and the only remaining hurdle being the structure of the £70 million payment, the Gunners are finally closing in on their man. Gyökeres, who has lit up the Portuguese league over the last 2 seasons with his clinical finishing, physical dominance, and relentless pressing, is the striker Arsenal fans have been begging for, and the striker Arteta has needed desperately. Arsenal's striker crisis and the Gyökeres solution. The urgency for a striker signing couldn't have been clearer after Arsenal were forced to play Mikel Merino up front during key moments in the second half of last season. Injuries to both Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz left Arteta with no senior striker for several games in what became a title-damaging period. That makes the Gyökeres deal not only strategic but essential. Sources close to the club reveal that Arteta and new sporting director Andrea Berta made a top-tier striker their number 1 priority this summer, and Gyökeres stood out above all others, including Benjamin Sesko, who ultimately remained at RB Leipzig. Gyökeres' proven track record in both Portugal and for Sweden, coupled with his physical profile, ability to lead the line alone, and his goal-scoring instincts, made him the standout choice. Now that the deal is nearly finalized, attention is turning to the next domino to fall, and all signs point to Gabriel Jesus being that next piece. The number 9 shirt, a subtle but significant hint. Gyökeres has worn the number 9 shirt at Sporting CP for the past 3 years. That number isn't just symbolic, it's the identity of a first-choice striker. It's the number worn by legends. Naturally, the expectation is that he would want to continue wearing it at Arsenal. But currently, that shirt is occupied by Gabriel Jesus. And this is where the story gets even more interesting. Jesus, who has had a turbulent 2 seasons in North London, was heavily linked with a move away last summer. Though he stayed put, his role in the team has continued to diminish. Last season, he played just a minor role before suffering a season-ending ACL injury, having managed only 3 goals in the campaign. Now, with a new striker arriving, and one who's being positioned as the clear focal point of Arteta's attack, Jesus' place in the squad looks increasingly uncertain. If Arsenal were to hand Gyökeres the number 9 shirt immediately, it would be a massive indication that Jesus' time at the club is coming to an end, whether by a sale or a loan exit, in this window or the next. Gabriel Jesus, from main man to surplus? When Jesus arrived from Manchester City in 2022, he was hailed as the solution to Arsenal's attacking problems, an elite-level forward with Premier League experience and a winning mentality. He started brightly, but a series of injuries have derailed his momentum, and the emergence of players like Kai Havertz, Leandro Trossard, and even Bukayo Saka in central roles has lessened Jesus' influence in key games. Now with Gyökeres coming in as a pure number 9, and Mikel Arteta building his tactical plans around a more physical striker who can stay higher up the pitch and pin defenders, Jesus appears to be tactically displaced. He's still highly rated across Europe, with links to clubs in Italy, Saudi Arabia, and even Turkey, but his role at Arsenal could soon be reduced to that of a rotational or backup option, something both the player and his representatives may not accept. More transfers to follow Gyökeres' arrival. The Gyökeres deal could open the door to further incomings and outgoings. Arsenal are still active in the market and have already secured Kepa Arrizabalaga and Martin Zubimendi, while a deal for Christian Norgård is also close. Additionally, the club remains interested in bringing in a winger and a central defender, with names like Noni Madueke and Christian Mosquera mentioned. However, just as important will be who leaves. Gabriel Jesus isn't the only one whose position is under scrutiny. Eddie Nketiah and Reiss Nelson are also available for transfer, while Emile Smith-Rowe could be moved on if the right offer comes in. Arsenal are keen to streamline the squad and increase the quality of their depth, with a view toward making a serious run at the Premier League title and Champions League next season. The big picture. With Viktor Gyökeres' announcement expected in the coming days, Arsenal will finally have the striker they've needed, one who fits Arteta's system, brings physical presence, and offers reliable goals. But this move is more than just a signing, it's a signal of a shift. If he's unveiled wearing the number 9 shirt, fans can expect more than just new firepower up front. It would all but confirm that the Gabriel Jesus chapter is closing, and the new era, one built around Gyökeres as the undisputed number 9, is beginning. This is Arsenal going all in, for the league, for Europe, and for glory.